rookies debut. This past weekend we had Shador Sanders take. We had Tate, and then we had what's his name, Travis Hunter as well. They all debuted in preseason, and they all did pretty good. Shador Sanders had 2 touchdowns, and like we said, like me and Chris was saying on the podcast before on Thursday before they played, that was going to be a big game for him to be able to shut up a lot of the noise that was going on around him, shut up uh, a lot of the narratives and things that was going around him. And now, I know it's preseason, and we all get it. We understand. We all got to take what we can with it. But I mean, he had 108 passer rating. So
you see, with this, bro, I am so happy for him, but I think we got to pump the brakes a little bit because if I only say that because if Shador had a bad game, everybody would be dogging him. But now that he had a good game, everyone's saying, "Oh, it's just preseason. He didn't play against the ones." Well, I'll tell you this: he doesn't really get the chance to. The Browns I think the Browns tried to set him up a little bit for failure. They wanted him to go in there without getting any reps from the ones and play against some of the twos. In the preseason games, he was playing against 3s and 4s in practice, and he still had an amazing game. I mean, he's showing a lot of people wrong, obviously, from that one game, but I think we gotta keep watching, and I think Travis Hunter didn't really get a chance to play offense. Well, he did, but like not to the fullest extent of his ability, and those two, I have no doubt that they'll be fine. Like they're both amazing talents, but Sam, you're not very high on Shador, are you? Or am I missed?
No, I never was, and I don't think I am going into the season still, right? I think week 1, we're still going to see Joe Flacco take the ball for the Browns because that's his team, right? Those are his rookies in the locker room. He's leading them the way he wants to lead them. He's going to get the first couple of games of the season, at least, to try and get this Browns team off on the right foot before they figure out if Shador is the real deal or not, A, and B, is he capable of taking snaps with the ones yet? I don't know if he is, right? He hasn't really taken many with the ones in practice yet. He obviously didn't do much with the ones this past week, but he was a top draft prospect at one point, fellas. Are we not surprised that he performed like a top draft prospect in week 1 of the preseason?
I'm not surprised.
Nope.
I'm not surprised, but I will say he had a better debut than Jackson Dart. That's all I'll say. I mean, I think Jackson Dart will be good, but
Tyler Shuck
the fact that Jackson Dart and Tyler
Hey,
Shuck,
but Tyler Shuck calmed down after that, though. He cooled
he
off
actually,
after that.
Tyler Shuck, he actually had a pretty decent game. I will not.
He outperformed Spencer Rattler, and I'm even lower on Spencer Rattler than I am on any quarterback in the NFL, right? He outperformed Spencer Rattler. He had a good game after that interception. 15 to 22, 165 yards and a touchdown, 86.4 passer rating. I mean, what more can you ask for from the kid?
He overshot a few times, but what do you expect? I mean, I would give his game a B-. I watched the entire game because they played the Chargers, obviously, but he threw away a couple passes and getting the team to the line to stop the clock at the field goal before the half. I think during the 2-minute warning or the 2-minute drill. So he showed a lot of good poise in that. But then he bounced back on the next drive. It was kind of a slightly underthrown pass, but it was still a touchdown pass to a receiver that was lost in our defense. So Tyler Shuck, he had a decent game, guys. I will not lie. But yeah, Spencer Rattler, he used to be so good, dude. I don't know what happened, but
I don't even know if he ever was that good, man. I don't even think he ever was that good.
I thought he was always overrated.
In college, he was pretty.
He had the name recognition at Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying.
Going into a season where he was supposed to start, did not start, and then he transfers out, goes to USC, that being South Carolina, not Southern Cal,
Right.
but goes to USC and forgets how to play football, seemingly, right? Like that team was not that good with him, right? They're going to be good this year, though. A little tangent here. Norris Jr., real deal. South Carolina, they're opening the season. Preseason AP poll just dropped yesterday. They're opening the season at number 13. They're gonna be good. Anywho, Tyler Shuck. I mean, we got to remember this dude's 26, right? He's the last NFL player ever to be drafted that was born in the 1990s, right?
That's
He
crazy.
was Nico Mannion's sidekick in high school.
That's true.
That's ridiculous.
That's true.
But yeah, Schuff is the last NFL draft prospect to have been born in the 20th century, right? 1999. He was November of 99. He has a lot of playing experience coming in as a rookie. I think that's something that we're kind of taking for granted. Yes, his combine wasn't that great. He was making some questionable throws. But did you look at Caleb Williams in practice the other day? Those are some questionable throws at a net, let alone a moving target. And we don't think Caleb Williams is the 32nd best quarterback in the league.
Trey Lance can hit that.
Yeah. So Trey Lance also had enough playing experience too. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But I think we have to understand that Tyler Schuff coming in had a lot of games played at the Division I level, played with a lot of these guys who are already second, third-year pros in the league. He might be able to figure something out. If he ends up being the starting quarterback for the Saints, I just did a schedule prediction the other day, just on my own, and I was looking through every single game, matchup by matchup. I think I had the Saints getting the first overall pick in the draft next year. I don't think they're going to be great at all, but I think their ceiling is like 7 wins, 8 wins. I think their ceiling comes with Tyler Schuff handling the ball.
That is bold. I'm not gonna lie.
That's kind of
their ceiling. That's like best case scenario.
Ceiling is 8 games, Sam. Have you seen that roster? So. Look at their coach.
Their ceiling, their absolute ceiling.
Oh my
is 8 wins.
I don't know about that, man. They're in cap hell.
Dude, the floor, the floor, and what would be acceptable right now is winning 2 games. There's some development that happens here. I mean, the offensive skill positions aren't that bad.
Bro, the only reason they would win some games is because of Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave if he's healthy. That's the only reason they'd win games, and I still don't think that's enough. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Alvin Kamara has been carrying that team for years. I still don't know why he's on that team. Well, I know why, because he's pretty much guaranteed money for life on that team because they love him so much. But, I mean, him and Olave are like the only people I can think of right now. I mean, I think they're winning. I think their ceiling.
I had them winning 3 games, and one of them was a pity game, right?
I think they're going to get an upset one of these games. I don't know against 2 yet, but I think they're going to get a.
That's what I'm saying.
Game. They're going to get a division.
Damn, 8 wins. That sounds like the Buccaneers. You think they got the same roster?
The Buccaneers are winning like 11, 12 games this year. Get out of here with that. Yeah, the Buccaneers are going to be like awesome. Floor. Their floor is 10 games. They're not 10. Their floor is 9 games. Their floor is a 9-8 record, sneaking into the playoffs. I really like the Buccaneers this year.
Your boy Jordan Love's already injured, Sam.
What's the
thumb injury? He'll be back by week 1, but he's not practicing.
Oh, it's a phantom injury, dude. He got his little his reps in the preseason. Take him out. You don't need to play the rest of the preseason.
I think he does, but
maybe give him one more drive in week 3. Maybe give him one more drive.
Give him some reps. I mean, he's just not. I don't know. Whatever.
You see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase suiting up because they ain't done it in the past 2 or 3
years. Yeah, they suited up.
Terrible to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, another rookie that I watched. It was pretty good. Tyler Warren. The tight end that the Bears passed on. Took Loveland instead. I mean, the confidence he was having, during that game, he caught a short pass over the middle on the drive, fought for a first down, bounced off a tackler on his thigh on his second catch, and he rumbled for 23 yards down the middle on his third grab. He was a great blocker the entire game. I think that is going to end up being a very funny Bears miss, but I do think Loveland will be good. I do 100% believe that. I just don't think he was the best tight end available, especially.
How about Wester, a 6th round pick?
Ooh,
out of Colorado. He had 2. He led the team in receiving yards.
On the Bears?
On the Ravens.
On the Ravens, yeah.
DeJounte Wester, 6th round pick.
I didn't see too much about him.
2 catches, 41 yards. So think about that. 2 catches for 41 yards. So those were deep passes.
Yeah.
And he returned the kickoff for a touchdown.
I saw that, yeah. Woo, yeah,
I tell you, man, them boys at Colorado is insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know this.
People was talking about them boys at Colorado.
There was a video Deion Sanders put out of all his players making insanely good plays, and
Jimmy
just
Horn's
kinda,
going to be a stud.
it kind of just shows, the coaching that they had in college. Like they're just they're just ready.
But
They're
people wanted to
NFL.
hate on Prime so much.
Well, so they got to have somebody to hate on. They don't think he's a real coach, but look what he's done. He got all these players drafted. But
And making impacts.
oh yeah, I'm excited to see what all those guys do. I'm gonna keep some tabs on them. But
Shiloh was playing well. He was undrafted.
and then Shamar Stewart, with all his controversy, I mean, yeah, I'd give him like a B- kind of game, but he was lining up at the 5 technique spot outside both tackles, which is like the outside kind of linebacker ish. Not really, but he's more of an end.
True edge rusher.
Right.
The edge rusher lineup. Yeah.
Right. And he's he was putting in some work on some veteran tackles. Matt Pryor, when he was playing against the Eagles, I mean, he was putting in some work against them a little bit, man. He was getting into the blind spots. I was taking some notes while watching these guys, man. I think it's really fun to do that. But I give him like a B- game. I don't think he really had any other significant impact besides him running towards the quarterback and making some good technique moves, which is very huge. Good reps against a veteran player, especially. So there's a lot of good rookies out there, man. I think. Oh, and I just got to rant about this for a second as well. Trey Harris on the Chargers. You're looking like Quentin Johnston right now, dropping passes left and right. I mean, I'm kind of concerned. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought Trey would be very good for us. I'm sure he will be. I'm not gonna sit here and act like preseason is the end all be all, but it is important. I think when people say preseason is not important, that's just simply wrong. I think it's very important to get these reps in. So you're allowed to make mistakes, but I need to see more, So
Yeah.